So I just got a question asked to me in the comment section from a loyal subscriber. Shout out to the mythology. He asked, who do I got, Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao? We're going to talk about it in this video.
Welcome to Real Life Boxing!
Blessed love and blessed day, oh boxing world, boxing nation, fighting world, fighting nation. It's Coach Fire and this is Real Life Boxing. We're going to talk about who I got, Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao. The question was asked to me by my loyal subscriber, the mythology. So shout out to the mythology. Before we get into it, I'm going to ask you guys to smash on the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when new content is being uploaded, and you can be notified when we are going live here at Real Life Boxing. Very good question, and I will advise you guys to ask more questions in the comment sections, and I will do more videos like this responding to the comments and shouting out the person that left the comment. We're gonna start doing some different things on the channels, like prize giveaways and stuff like that. Maybe subscribe excuse me, maybe subscribers of the month, you know what I mean, and things like that. But anyway, let's get into it. Who do I got, Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao? Very good question and very interesting topic. I've said this in some of my past videos, some of the videos that I did after the Manny Pacquiao Keith Thurman fight. I've been saying this. Some people's gonna get mad at me, but I don't really care. This is Real Life Boxing, and we keep it real, even if unapologetically real. So this is what I'm gonna say again. I stay consistent. I said this before and I'm gonna say it again. I think that if Manny Pacquiao, the fighting senator, fights any of the top welterweights the way that he fought Keith Thurman, I think that he has a great chance of beating any of them. That goes for Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Errol Spence, your Dennis Ugis, and whoever else that you want to name. I feel like if Manny performs that way, he can beat any of them. One thing that really stood out in the Keith Thurman fight was Manny's punching power. Now, we always knew that Manny got popped, but Keith Thurman has fought Sean Porter, very strong physical fighter, not the strongest puncher, but just really strong physical fighter. He's fought Danny Garcia, really strong fighter, really hard puncher. And Keith Thurman was wobbled by Josecito Lopez in his comeback fight by a left hook, I believe. But we ain't really seen Keith Thurman get hurt like that by punches and get beat up the way that he did versus Manny Pacquiao. Now, all the fights were close. Him and Sean Porter, him and Danny Garcia, even him and Manny Pacquiao was close. But he got beat up in that fight. You know what I mean? He really got beat up in that fight. Mythology just responded to my comment right now. I told him look out for the video. I was going to answer it in this video. Shout out to the mythology. So I think that Manny's punching power, obviously they always say your power is the last to go. I think that his punching power gives any of the top welterweight problems. Also, he's still really fast with his hands and his feet. Only thing is that he slows down middle rounds, you know what I'm saying? That could be a problem for Manny. But his punching power, his speed, his unorthodox movements and his bouncing around, I believe will give all of the top welterweights problems. So my answer to who do I have versus Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao if they were to fight, my answer is if Manny Pacquiao performs the way that he did against Keith Thurman, I think that he gives Errol Spence a lot of problems and maybe even beats Errol Spence. The thing is that Manny just can't slow down against Errol Spence like he did against Keith Thurman, because he did slow down against Keith Thurman. What helped him was when he hurt Keith Thurman with that body shot, I believe in the 9th, 10th round. So even though Manny slowed down, he was still, you know, aggressive and punching hard. You know what I'm saying? Still carries his power throughout the fight. So I just think that Manny will be in. He'll be in more trouble if he was to slow down like that against Errol Spence, but because Errol Spence just shows a great tank. You know, some people say that he slowed down a little bit against Danny Garcia. He didn't slow down at all against Sean Porter. So you know, Errol shows a great tank. But I think that Manny can beat any of the top welterweights if he continues to perform the way that he performed against Keith Thurman. My thing is, and again, I have to keep it unapologetically realistic. The thing is just that I don't know how many more of those type of performances Manny Pacquiao will give us before he retires and before he can't perform like that anymore. I mean, the fighting senator is 42. You look at a fighter like Triple G in his old age and how he performed, not even old age, but getting up there in age and how he performed, because, you know, Manny's 42, still performing like a world champion. But how many more times can he perform like that against other world champions, against other top tier welterweights? You know, again, I have these fights 50-50 down the middle. I think all of these fights with these top welterweights are close fights, in which we've seen so far with Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. You know, all these guys we've seen close fights. Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. And I believe that those are the type of fights that we'll continue to see with the top welterweights. Just very close fights. You know, some of them may be able to stop, you know, one of them, but I think that will happen late in the fight after a very good fight. So, you guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section, quick and fast. Immediately, I want to know what you guys think about it in the comment section. Great question by Mythology. Thanks for asking. Again, shout out to Mythology. This is your video, and anyone else who wants to have their questions answered in a video, y'all get in those comment sections and you guys leave me comments, you know, and ask questions. You know, kind of hard to answer the questions in comments sometimes. Sometimes you want to say a lot, so just better to do it in a video. Plus, you know, I'm getting my opinion out there and more people can see it and view it. So like I said, again, thanks to the Mythology. I want you guys to tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. I think that all these fights are great fights with the top tier welterweights. I think that Manny Pacquiao does have a great chance of beating any of those guys as long as he continues to perform the way that he performed against Keith Thurman. Question is, how many more of those performances does the fighting senator have left in him? You guys tell me what y'all think about it in the comment section. Again, protect yourself at all times. Peace and one love. Keep fighting your fight. So if you like this video and you would like to see more great content like this on the channel, go to the PayPal link or the Cash App link in the description and show your appreciation by donating any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. This is Real Life Boxing.